But John joined again on the main one. John.
Gosh, John. What? I immediately gave host access to Ryan. It's like the first thing I did.
But John, we need to know that if there is a problem in your PTO, then what happens, right?
Well,
Only
we
you and
obviously have a
everybody.
problem. It's just not the problem. The problem is I keep joining.
Okay, but anyway, let's move aside. Let's move aside. Emerson, the call is yours.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. By the way, I don't think it's a problem. Is as long as if you join on vacation, if you join, it's like you just claim the host with the host code. But even if John joins, however, you need to immediately claim the host, and when you join, and even if John joins afterwards, he won't become a host himself. So whoever claims the host will be the host.
Okay.
okay. Yeah. Well, let's start. Today is Smart for the. This is the MicroProfile marketing call. Welcome everybody. We gonna cover the agenda. I'm gonna be the steward for this month. So let's move up. For the first thing in agenda is about documentation. So it's talking about the MicroProfile tutorial for Tarun.
Yes.
There is anything you wanna share with us?
Yeah, sure. So I'm just sharing my screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, please give me access to share here. Okay, yes. So, with respect to the progress, what was made is I have made available few chapters. I'm hoping to get all the drafts completed by this week. I will highly appreciate if everyone can keep some time for the review of the documents. I have shared around 4 chapters up till now for the review. There is already a repo created, which is this one. It's updated in the ticket. I'm updating this ticket with all the progress. So here, this comment I'm using to update all the documents which is being shared for review. I've received good amount of reviews for the first 2 items, and the last 2 items have not received much reviews. This one I've shared recently, few days back, but this one is there since a week, and I am still awaiting reviews and comments and suggestions for it. So this is about, I will be sharing here the documents in the form of Google Docs so that it is easy to review, and I also can be, I can discuss here in a better way. And then these are the PRs I have created in the repo. This is the Eclipse repo PR. And Emily has approved a PR here. But yes, I am not able to merge it because I need your help. So there are few action items I have put here. Again, a few of the PRs I got good amount of comments, and review of content has happened well here through the PRs as well. I've resolved all the comments for the PR for first 2 items, and the remaining yet to receive any comments and reviews. So here, the first item, if I look into here, I see that this item is reviewed and approved also. Yes, so So Emily, probably if you can help in merging these items, then this will be great, because for time being, we have to do this merging in the order, because as these items I'm putting, more and more file changes are getting added. So it will become very difficult for someone to kind of review if we don't merge the previous PRs. So for example, this one, if we can get this merged, and further updates and improvements can happen over this particular repository. So here I have put 4 content in the PR also, and these are also available in the Google Drive folder for reviews.
So, Taran, so I approved the chapter 1. So I put a comment. If you open it, if you
Sure.
open that, I think that I just said by COB Monday, and I will merge in. Basically,
Okay.
just yeah. So I will merge in today. However, for the other PR, basically I have a comment with. Can you go back to the front metro one? Because somehow, even this you opened 2 weeks ago, I think somehow you put a chapter 2 content in as well. So this is need some cleanup to do. Yeah, you stop there. Somehow I
Okay.
think you kind of contaminated this one, so that's why I haven't approved this. So I think you need to tidy up
Well,
this
yes.
front matter, because it was better 2 days ago, but then you added new content, so it's no longer sync up. So once you clean up
Okay.
the front matter, and I think these two can be merged. And then, as you know, you updated chapter 1 3 days ago. So hopefully
Yes.
it's basically need some time for people to catch up with. I haven't got time to review chapter
Sure.
1, chapter 2 as yet, because you put in 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I do want to put aside some time to review both chapter 2 and 3. Yeah.
Sure, sure. And yes, and also I'm putting up the content in the shared folder, which is there for the content marketing content. So these chapters are also available in the Word document format. So if this is convenient for everyone to comment, and I can kind of incorporate changes, and once changes are done, I will finally update it in the repository.
Tarun, thank you so much. I have a question for you. For the
Yes.
feedback, what do you expect on when you deliver one chapter? What's your request on the feedback parameters? How many days? Not including Saturday and Sunday. Those days do not count. So what is your
Yes.
take? Because I haven't seen you put a deadline for us on each chapter.
Yes. So you need how many days I would expect you guys to review this
Correct.
content? Yes.
Yes. Each
So
chapter.
yes. So I would say for each chapter, 2 to 3 days. This is the time frame for review. That would be good.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is my recommendation. Because you saw that most of us jumped into chapter 1, right? And the recommendation is to divide each chapter as it is, via the mailing list, the community. Every single time a chapter is completed, my recommendation is you submit a, parenthesis or whatever you want to call it, tutorial
Yes.
review needed, chapter 1, 2, and then you just add one chapter by thread, and you said you only add the link of the Google Drive, and says so just said edit and comments welcome, and then you add whatever if it's the PR, so people can, we have two ways to contribute, right? The Google
Yeah.
Drive, which is my preference, and
Yeah.
someone technical will want to do PRs because of the code, right? And if
Yeah.
you say today is a example on Monday, and you have not received feedback on chapter 3 and 3, for example, you submit it and say it gives 72 hours, right?
Yeah.
When we send something for when we commit to, when we want to nominate someone for a committer, we have 72 hours to provide our votes. And it's recommended that instead of 2 days, we do 3 days, just because we're used to it. It's
Yeah.
not new. And then you
Yeah.
divide it by chapter. And after the 3 days, we can merge the PR. Even if the feedback comes later, it can be integrated, but it will help you follow up with the deadlines that you have provided to the Eclipse Foundation. Because I understand that you have matters of timelines, right?
Yes.
So you need to go back to those parameters, utilizing the 3 days and how many chapters are left, and adjust whatever you have stated in the document to protect yourself and enable us to contribute. Is that something that maybe someone else here in this call want to give you some feedback? But this is my feedback because you have a contract, you have deadlines, and we need to work with you on how to do so. I am providing you an idea, and you can drop it and say, no, that doesn't work. But, and someone else here might have a better idea. So I am going into mute mode, and you can tell us what you think, and someone else can add comments. Thanks, everyone.
Sure. Yes. So yeah, this sounds reasonable to me. So I will share the chapters, and then for 3 days, if there are review comments, then definitely these will be worked upon, and after that the chapters could be committed via the PR. In case no reviews within the 3 days, then I will work, maybe someone who is a committer, I will write an email asking that person to commit the chapter. And then later, if some comments are there, that definitely can be worked upon. So this way, as I'm making the chapters available, I will be sharing an email and a Google Drive link. This will enable everyone to look into it, and I will also be able to get feedbacks, and every 3 days we will get a new chapter merged into this, so that, yes, this also remains clean and not too much of commit works go into the repository at once.
Let me confirm. You say we're gonna vote for each chapter, or it's just gonna be a clean review process after 3 days?
Right. So voting, I'm not.
Oh, no voting.
No,
Sorry.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Tarun. No, I propose no voting. It's just
Yeah.
review of 72
Correct.
hours.
Correct. Yes.
Yes, review of 72 hours for the community to provide feedback. After 3 days, we can merge the PR, and feedback can be welcomed afterwards, but we don't have the time to be working on a chapter for 2 weeks with no feedback. When we have the deadline, we know that we can make progress, especially Tarun. He is under a contract with deadlines, so we need to protect his contract, and he needs to protect how we provide feedback. So it's a compromise, and it's just, that's my recommendation.
Okay, I have the notes, and everything is good. Okay, let's move on. There is another comment about blogs posts related to the tutorial.
Yes, right. So that there have been 2 blogs published. One blog was announcing this initiative, and then the other blog was about creation of this new repository, which is Eclipse MicroProfile tutorial. So this has been submitted, and maybe once I will record the demos of the milestone, I've made some demos of the milestone. Probably these can also be published in the blogs going forward.
Mm-hmm. On that one, Tarun, thank you so much for doing the drafts. I enjoy review. Ryan, in Emerson, can you show the Git issues, please? And thank you. What we need now is to publish those over social media with Hootsuite.
It's already done. All of them are done
Is it?
today.
Yeah.
Okay. That is-
They're not all, they obviously all didn't go out right now because you can't put them out all in one day.
Okay.
They're all scheduled, good to go out. I just put 2 comments in there about there was 2 images in each, 1 image in each blog post. And I just was curious where it's coming from so we don't get hit with copyright infringement. I don't know if they were royalty free or not.
Yeah, Tarun,
Yeah.
in the headliners for your blogs, do you buy those? Do you own those? How do you get
This I took from the MP blog portal in the media library within the MP blog itself.
Is that free, Ryan?
Well,
Because I think we need to buy those, and we don't buy
well,
things.
well, no, I mean, like, you mean it was already in the media file?
Yes, it was already there in the media
Which I
library.
don't control
Within
like
the-
what everyone's doing. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no, that's not your post. Give me 1 second. Yeah, yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. I'll look it up, but probably not. Honestly, I don't know where that came from.
Mhm. Can I recommend that because we cannot post the blogs with the images like this, we will have to pay $100 for each violation minimum. Can we do, Ryan, can you help us with something that is like, tutorial, something super cool, like, learning, whatever. And the other one is announcement on MicroProfile, technical content. And the 2 images, because we only have the 2 blogs, can be pushed. We need to.
Well, they're already pushed. I already made images for them. I'm talking about just the 2 images in it. I'm just going to remove them because I think they are stock images that came with a theme forever ago.
Mhm.
And I don't think we honestly own the rights, and I'm going to delete
Do
all
not.
of them.
We do not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to look at the theme details of what they actually gave us with it. So we might, but at the same time, I'll probably just remove them.
Tarun, do you
Okay.
understand what we're talking about? And thanks, Ryan.
Yes, yes, I got it. I used some cover images. These were for the just look purpose, or as per the guideline, it was mentioned that there should be a cover image. So I picked up some image from already uploaded medias. But yes, that I have not verified whether these are free to use. Probably we can replace it or remove it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna remove them. I already made new images for the actual posts, and I
Okay.
made to have new top banner images. I'm just realizing all these are here, and I'm just gonna delete them. There we are. I didn't delete all of them. So I'll take care of it. But other than that, all those tickets are done.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Yes, I'll take care of this in upcoming posts.
Yeah. Well, after this, there won't be anything in the media file that we don't own already. So
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. That's all done. Okay. Perfect.
Okay, next thing is documentation review from Ryan and Emily.
Sorry. What's the next one? I'm sorry. This here?
Say documentation review.
Yeah, this hasn't gone anywhere yet. Oh no, this is the documentation from Emily from Compatible. Yeah, this all looks good to me. So I think we could just, it's closed already. Is there
Yeah.
something you want to add into this, Emily?
No, that's it. I think
Okay,
we
perfect.
are done.
Okay,
And then is
great.
basically ask the PR to use it. Anybody from here from PR? Basically, I talked to Luis, so they are going to add the MP61. So a compatible implementation. He will use. Basically, we will try it out to see whether, and then you get to test it out to see whether you got all the information you have.
Yeah,
you
perfect.
need.
Just make sure they tag me in the ticket, okay?
Yeah, we do. Cheers.
Perfect.
Okay, let's move with this area is marketing and community reach. The urgent thing is about starting the voting for the design of the chairs. I think it's ready to go. The last thing
Oh, the
was
shirts?
removed. Yeah, so
Well, the
Um,
two logos have been removed, the Garden State and I forget the other one, start with an A, it was in the
Asian
beginning.
info.
Yeah.
Asian info. So let me interject here again. Thanks, Emerson, for allowing the interruption. In the steering committee, we decided that we will vote the Garden State wishes to Garden State Jack wishes to stay as a guest. It is a requirement for the steering committee to vote them in via a ballot. My suggestion, and Emily agreed, was to vote via the mailing list, yet the vote has not started. Question is, John, is it okay for you to start the ballot and do so for 7 days? We can vote earlier in a sub. We can say that, ideally we do it in 72 hours, but minimum for the ballot is 7 days. John, is that possible? And can he go today?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out here. For a compatible implementation announcement template?
No.
Sorry,
no.
I'm looking what's
You're
on the
sharing-
screen.
Oh yeah, no, this is the wrong topic. The next one is
Oh, for that, yeah.
for-
Okay,
yes.
so now your message, Ryan said, logos, I thought, or something to that effect.
Oh, okay, so there was another one. There was the website version removing logos
Okay,
on the website on 2 pages, which was done. And then I think I added them back until this decision was made. I can't remember. I could just tell you.
Mhm.
I think
Um,
the plan is add them back after we have basically
After a decision, yeah, I removed them.
after we are having a steering committee call. So John, we are having a steering committee call this month because we haven't. Have we had one?
do I have it scheduled? I might have
Oh,
already
yeah.
scheduled
No.
it for the last week. Did I?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is, what I explained in the steering committee, and sadly it didn't go into the working group, is that we cannot wait for the month to vote them in. The printing, there are printing deadlines, and we do not own the task to ask our preferred vendor to do this in 1 week. We have to, Emerson needs to connect with the Eclipse Foundation. The Eclipse Connection is the mediator between MicroProfile and the printing vendor. So that is like a whole different animal there, right? We have been removed from this. So we don't have the autonomy to do this and wait and say, I need the t-shirts, 200 t-shirts in 1 week. That could be done, but we don't have the power to do that. So the vote to include the Garden States as a guest member without voting power, as stated in the charter, needs to go out today for 7 days to enable them to be put back into the t-shirt and the website. That's what we're working on.
but the vote
John,
is not
is it clear now?
for approved design.
No approval. This is nothing about the t-shirt. This is about bringing back the Garden State as a guest member. They are not a guest member as of January 1st. So they need to be removed from everything MicroProfile until the votes, right? So we have removed, based on the information provided by the Eclipse Foundation, Asian Info is no longer a member. So it was removed from everything in the website, as Ryan has done so. Thanks, Ryan. And now also Garden State was removed, but the charter requires us to vote
Also because they're not a member
and
right now.
read a ballot. Yeah, so John, we need a
Okay.
ballot, a 7-day
Well, and
ballot.
what you're saying, Amelia, biggest issue right now, am I frozen?
You are frozen, but we can hear you.
Yeah, you're good now.
You're good.
Okay. The biggest issue is just the print deadline for the t-shirts, right?
Correct, Emerson, right? That is the issue, that you are kind of desperate for us to help you
Yeah.
submit
so-
the 200
Mhm.
200 order.
So can somebody write up the ballot text?
Okay, I will do it. I own to do the business side of those ballots. I will do it today, John.
Okay, and where will you put
Expected-
that?
I
know where
will
to
put it.
Grab it.
We'll put it in the MicroProfile working group external drive where all the other ballots we created with Kevin, you, and Emily are located. So I will put it there. Submit a Git issue. The Git issue has been created like for like a while ago, and added that and pull you in and say, here is the thing. You can review it, you can adjust it, and then
Okay.
move forward. And
All
this
right.
is the business ballot. Emerson and anyone else can use for non-technical votes.
So the issue you're gonna submit, Amelia, is for the design?
No, it's going to be for the
Or-
ballot that goes out today. And then this vote is the one you will use as soon as we have the go ahead for approval. Ryan will insert Garden State back into this because it's guaranteed that we will welcome them back. And then you will use the same template I'm creating today for the ballot, for 7-day ballots to do this. And we don't have to wait 7 days. As soon as that is approved, you move forward, right? So I imagine this will be done in the next maximum 10 days.
Did you just say for sure we're gonna add them back into the t-shirt designs?
Yeah, there is no
Why
way that the thing is that we cannot add them back
Garden
until
State, you
the vote.
said. So why
Yeah,
would
Garden-
why would we remove it and use the time to do that instead of just waiting?
Because as part of the charter's the parameters, any guest member needs to be voted in.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just, it's part of the system. So we just say, and
What
the
I'm saying
ballots-
is we shouldn't have done any print design changes and just waited till the vote, then the print design changes.
Correct. We didn't know.
Yeah.
We just learned
Mm.
like late last week about this. We had no idea. Yeah, we were not told.
So is this one
okay, Emerson-
ballot or 2 ballots?
It's going to be 2. One you
That's-
send
okay.
today. One you send today, and then the other one Emerson sends also today or tomorrow, Emerson. And we send both of them at the same time because we cannot wait. We can say this ballot is going through. In the case that everything passes, this is the second ballot. And we can confuse it. It's not a precedent of doing it this way,
Mhm.
but because of the deadline that we have, we'll have to do this. Do you know what I mean?
So ballot 1 is guest member. Ballot 2 is modifying the t-shirt design.
Yeah, accepting the 2024 design.
Yeah.
printing.
Okay.
Yep. And you do one, John, you do the ballot for guest members because you're the chair. And Emerson does the what is it called? The
The
2024 the design, because he's the committee rep in charge of printing the t-shirts with the Eclipse Foundation. And he can say, this is a gravity of deadlines for printing. Please, even though it's a 7 days ballot, please do so in 72 hours. We can do something like that and be kind of nice on voting. All right, going into mute.
So just, well, let's move to
The other,
go
oh, sorry.
ahead.
So
Go
the
ahead.
other thing, is the kind of the, so for basically re-adding back Garden State Jag, but it's as a guest member. I assume maybe we have to redesign the t-shirt because kind of you need to identify they are different from other working group members.
Well,
I'm wondering whether
Good.
I'm
Sorry.
I'm wondering whether do we have time for this, or we just for Dem Nexus we go with the current design and directly go from there, and then we can add back the Garden State JAG as a guest member. The
Can I
other thing
suggest-
is, yeah,
Go ahead.
okay, go ahead.
That if, as a guest member, you're not on the shirts because that's something that gets printed out, but they could be on the website.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well. So
Yeah.
basically on this is pretty much like you do not cause the confusion. Yeah, I
So
agree
there
with
is
that.
no dependency in that case. One,
Yeah.
the guest membership ballot doesn't have to
Yeah.
pass in order.
Yeah.
That makes sense because the saying is not going to change. That was the part I was confused.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
I'm sorry, Emily, thank you for clarifying it. Thank you so much for clarifying it. So that is the reason why the two ballots can start today and tomorrow, because they are not together, but it's hard to explain. I'm going to submit a ticket later today for the adjustments and the working group page, in which we create below all the members a guest membership, because this is the first one we're doing. And in it, it's going to be stated what we have written in the charter on guest members are invited. And I will quickly write the reasonings behind it so that everyone watching or reading the page understands that a guest member doesn't have voting rights in how the guest member becomes a participant for the working group. But that is totally different. And Emerson, you can start the votes if you have your own words today, if you want to. If you don't want to wait for me, that is totally fine, because it has nothing to do with the t-shirt. One of the coolest things about becoming a member of the working group, paying member, is that you get the perks of being listed in the swag. The guest members get listed.
Okay, so it's, let me clarify for sure, then even if they get voted back in, we only put them on the website but not on the t-shirts.
Correct. That is what is supposed to be.
Okay, well then we don't need, all the print data is already done there and you have it. Yeah, so if you go here in 2024,
Okay.
it would be 10 members, not the 11. I left the old one, but I could
Well,
just mark it as old.
11 with Emerson, but sadly we cannot create a committer's logo.
What do you mean? This, what
the
do you mean
co-
committer's logo? This is,
Yeah, we have 11 members, but 10 are organizations. So it's fine.
yeah, and what are we changing that?
No, we're not.
Yeah, okay,
T-shirt
so this is
design
the
is
most updated
good.
one.
Yeah, it's good and
then it's
settled
done.
and final,
Okay.
and we are ready to have it printed. So
Yeah, it's all there.
Hey, can you go back to that
Yeah.
t-shirt design?
Can you make it larger? But I haven't
I
seen.
don't know if I
Yeah.
can, honestly. Nope,
Okay, there's no Asia info and
no,
No.
and no
no
Garden
Garden
State.
State. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 8, 10. Okay.
yeah,
I need some kind of documentation, or unless I missed it, for Garden State Jug requesting guest membership. Do
We
have
don't
that
have
somewhere?
it. This is the problem. We don't have it. So we
Before
need
I
to
start a
contact-
ballot, I would like to have that.
Correct. We don't have it. The Garden Estates needs to send a request to the working group mailing list stating that they would like to continue to be a member of the working group as a guest. And
So
they
I'll send an
request
email
that
to
kind of
Mike.
thing.
I just don't, I won't start the ballot until I get confirmation.
Yes. And one of the things is that we haven't done this before. So all of it is new and we need to contact them privately. This is one of the things where I am all about privacy, because it's, we don't want to put them in the spot, but it's part of the process. After that is done, we will write a really quick wiki on how to become a member,
How to
a
become
guest member,
Yeah.
based on what we do now.
Oh my God.
Based on what we do
A new
now.
wiki page on our new wiki.
I know. Documentation. It's just super awesome, because like that we repeat less. You know how I believe. Knowledge by actions. Move on, document. That's it. Emerson,
Okay.
go in.
Yep. Next thing is about NetNexus. Everything is about, we set the invitation. The budget available is 12,400. There is a DevNexus invite in the ticket. One of the things I saw today is an offer for Olga. I don't know if you saw that, for helping us setting up the DevNexus. She's working in the Jakarta one. So this is related to track the deadlines of the programs. The first one is the shares as we're talking about. So after the voting, I will contact the Clixa Foundation for the printing process. The other one is about contact the member privately for figure out if they are attending and setting the schedule. I sent an email 1 week ago about for inviting the people to include themselves in the schedule. I'm gonna follow up that this week again. About the banner and sizing of the design, we're still working on those things. Stickers, I'm not sure what is next. Emily says,
I mean, stickers and all this shouldn't have changed, so the print data should be there
yeah, the print is there. So what is the next step for the
print them.
printing? Yeah.
I don't know what provider we've been using for, were we just using MuleSoft before, Amelia?
Sorry, I was reading what John provided in the chat. What was it going? Sorry about this.
Stickers, what provider do we use? MuleSoft for?
Yeah, a Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule,
And
that's it.
yeah, a Sticker Mule and Emerson, all the information has been added into the tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, it was added into the ticket. We have it in the drive that tells you exactly the inches for the vertical sticker. We don't like to print the horizontal. We want the vertical that is just the, like small and in the M, right? So it's already, I think, in the tickets. You can find details in the drive, but we can't use a Sticker Mule anymore. It seems that the Eclipse Foundation has a one house member vendor they use. We can say these are the parameters of our stickers. It has all the details on the printing.
So the only thing intended is touching base with the Eclipse Foundation for the printing, just giving them the information. Okay.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Did you get the GitHub comment regarding Eclipse Foundation has somebody else to work with us? I think Oleg instead of Clark. I think it was commented on one of the issues.
Sorry, Amelia, I think I missed that. Or Emily, what was that?
So basically, in the past, we have been working with Clark for the marketing related, basically for the conference of the swags and logistics. I think it's yesterday, was it last night? Got a comment is basically someone called us Oleg.
Olga, you mean Olga?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
what I
Emerson,
said.
you are working with him, right?
I think she offered helps. We touched base with her and to see what is the way to share or to figure out how he can help us.
And what's going on with the booth in this? Like, did they come up with designs or anything, or is it supposed to be like, what's the messaging? What's the goal with the booth and pull-up banner? Has that even been discussed yet with anybody?
I recommend that, Ryan. I recommend that we create the messaging, logos, just like we did in 2018. The logos of the members go on top, and then we write the whatever tag we want below the logos, just because of the location. The goal was, I think, Emerson, we need to find out how large and how many banners we can have. And then Vince can give us the booth. I think we already have those parameters. So we just need maybe 2 banners from to cover the table and the back, and the banners can have different messages. One can be all about the logos, huge, large, and the other one can be all about maybe the APIs, whatever we decide. But we haven't, I think we should move forward with the basics of one all about the memberships and the other one all about the technology. And we should create that and then submit to the Eclipse Foundation. In the Jakarta side, what they are doing is they provide the feedback, they provide the designs to the steering committee and the marketing committee, and then the group brings that information to the marketing on each company, and they do the review. Feedback is being sent, but it takes too long. We don't have that time to allow for the
well, did they do any of that? Because I haven't seen them create a booth yet for MicroProfile.
Correct, and we're not creating a
So-
booth. We're
Oh,
creating
no,
a-
but well, it says booth. I thought this was a booth for DevNexus.
Mhm. And we do not, this is what Emerson, are we doing a backdrop or just a banners? Vertical banners. I thought we were doing
Yeah.
vertical banners.
Is what I think. Is that information is an email. I will summarize everything in the ticket and let you know. The other thing in that ticket is about the demo, in the A62. So I create a draft and shared with Ryan and some other people. I already moved it to the Eclipse, to the MicroProfile working group. So it's open to everybody to suggest to edit. Ryan did already a really good job fixing some of the designs. I commented out of most of the slides about image and sizes and design details. So anything you want to contribute. Emily also asked me for access. So it's already relocated there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so on the banners, Emerson, my feedback is to enable Ryan to do the designs and make two banners, 2 vertical banners. Just regular banners. One focus on the membership and the other one on the APIs. When you just write it or something, whatever it is, like the technology, and then we can submit that for review. To enable the printing. I think creating the backdrop takes a little bit more finesse.
We
And we
really
have
need to
not
know
done
before
that.
I start creating stuff. I want to know for sure do we have a
Are we
backdrop
allowed
or
to
do we
do?
not have a backdrop? Because I remember a backdrop being discussed before. When
Correct,
this
but
was on the
then
call and everything. So I'd like to confirm this, and then I'd like to confirm the actual sizes of the roll-ups if we're doing roll-ups or what it is. And then I think on the next marketing call, we have to discuss
don't-
exactly what we want to say.
the printout will be super quick, so that is not an issue. Emerson, can you provide whatever Ryan needs?
Yeah,
And,
I will.
from the Tommy tries.
I will
Go
look
ahead.
for the description and everything I have. I'm looking for that right now, but I will provide the specific details about what we have, what we need. On the front is 2 banners or something in the back, and dimensions and everything else. We put in the ticket and communicate to Ryan to start.
Yeah. And then from the Tomitry side, our preference is to have just 2 banners, and instead of the backdrop. Usually the backdrop has a message that changes every year, and we don't have so much budget to do that every single time we want to be in a conference. Banners are super easy to travel with, and they're interchangeable. Only maybe the members' banners will change. And then when we write one just for the APIs, that's pretty much fixed. It will take like some huge integration of new technology to create a new API. So something that is scalable is preferable, in my opinion.
What do you mean? No, okay. I think
No, let Emerson go through it, but I'm just saying from the Tomitry side, if he needs feedback on that. You know, everyone
Yeah.
else can provide the feedback in the ticket.
Yeah, so Ryan is sharing the presentation. I try to fill out most of the important sections. I have a couple options about the pilot for MicroProfile. There are some images where said that I haven't worked in the foot layers of the page and numeration, just using the designs and trying to include as much information possible and to keep consistent the design. Yeah, like I said before, everybody is welcome to
You have a lot
to-
more slides since the last time I saw it, so I'll go through here and I'll clean them all up design wise. So I'll clean it up probably tomorrow. And replace these images and yeah, just give it over a one over, clean it all up, and then everyone can start dropping comments in there.
Thank you, Ryan.
And this is just gonna be something that's playing on a slide on the TV, or what's the goal of this?
For my understanding is everybody's going to be in the table is gonna use like to address the content of the presentation, just to show the prospectus, the microprofile pilots, talking about the community, implementers, committees, and talking about the specifications.
Okay.
In general terms, that is the general content.
Okay.
So based on what Ryan said, it's very important to find out whether we have a monitor, right? So if we have a monitor, we can basically rotate that deck you created at Amazon.
Yeah, because if there's no monitor, there's no
Yeah,
presentation, right?
yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll clean these up later. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, there is a couple things about open code experience and Jakarta survey. Is labeled with Jump, but he's not here.
Okay.
So let's move on. The next thing is MicroProfile working group budget.
That's already been discussed.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. The yearly program plan, marketing, 11 GitHub issues, 5 tickets assigned to microprofilers, and 6 tickets awaiting for the steward.
Do we want to just take a peek if through the list real quick if we missed anything?
Please go ahead.
Honestly, I can close a lot of these. But I'll clean that up tomorrow, so we don't need to do it with everyone on the call.
Okay,
Yeah.
the one is important one. Go ahead, I mean, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just
Oh.
thank the rain.
Okay, well, I think one of the important ones is about the microprofile release. There are the working group is the spreadsheet for the timeline. I haven't get a chance to follow up with Lukman. He's not in the call either, so I would touch base again with the ticket and see where we move up that part. About social media, Ryan, Isel, and Amelia. I'm working in the yearly schedule. I try to include a workflow to figure out how can automate a little the process. I was working on last week, so I wanna decide the social media for the different topics. Just working on that. I will keep working on that this week. And once the topics are decided, we're gonna work with Ryan to decide the message and the media cards. Content contributions this week. I review a couple provided from Laura. I published them just 2 days ago about the Open Liberty releases and tools, and about the other one was a blog post redirected with both of them about the reactive messaging are already published. Tutorial 1 we already covered up. The website, next thing is about the improvements in the page. Anything to say, Ryan?
Improvements of the page on the website.
Yeah, I think we already covered. Yeah, thank you
I
for
think we covered it.
updating.
Those are done.
Yeah.
We do need to get back to the individual specification pages, but I'm on holiday this week coming up. So when I get back to that, I will. Well, Emily and I are supposed to go over and get some content together for each page and then start formatting it out. John, what's up?
Hey, I apologize. Taking this a step back, do we have where is it documented the cost of the t-shirt print? Is the ballot both for the design and the actual spending of the money?
I believe it was just the design. I didn't see any
Just the
numbers in there.
design.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong.
Because we actually would have to vote on the spending of the money as well, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's one is for the design. The other one is to see how much we want to spend, right? That's a major thing. I mean, how
Okay,
much
I could send out the design ballot.
yeah.
Okay, I'll start with that, and I'll also note that there will be a future ballot on the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Did you
Yeah.
see my comment regarding the invitation thing for the basically guest member? Is our charter says we invite them. It's not
Yeah, I
like
saw that actually. I sent out the email, then I saw it, and then I revised it and sent
okay,
out a
good.
follow-up email to sorry, I added Amelia Ryan and myself to that email.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I did send it out to gauge interest.
Okay. Good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, one next thing we have in 2 minutes is the infra. Regarding to that, I met with Emilia like 4 weeks ago about the surveys. I wonder what I need to be able to start using the SurveyMonkey. I have a couple topics I would like to share. The first one is related with the Spring Boot comparison to MicroProfile to figure out gaps and recommendations from the community. I think it's a really good topic to get feedback. The other one is about the contribution to the boot in the Nexus. But I wonder who can enable me to use the platform.
Amelia, you're the one with access, I believe. Is she still here?
No, she
No,
left.
she dropped.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay.
Okay, let's follow up that later. Reza still here about the measurable marketing performance.
Yeah, so I think, unless somebody's objecting, I think we should go ahead and standardize on the Google Trends graph. The nice thing about that is I don't really have to do anything. It's like literally a link we can all follow. What I think we should do is like basically periodically look at that and begin tracking it actively. And as an initial step, maybe not today because there's like 1 minute left. By my reckoning, I think we need to set aside some time to take a look at the data together. I do think what you see in the Google graph is reflective of what's happening in real life. It's not necessarily, great news, but it's, I think, what we need to work on.
Maybe for the next call, just have a sample query phrase or term or graph or whatever.
Yeah, we can definitely. It's super easy to do, and yeah, we can. As I say,
Just a reference for discussion.
Yeah, I think we should just go over it once and periodically look at it, and basically work towards how do we improve that.
Okay, perfect. We are all of the time. Next thing will be more everything else we move to the next meeting. Unless there is any other thing we have to cover, everything will be following online. So thank you for being here. And see you in the next
Thank
call,
you,
I
guys.
guess tomorrow.